जला अस्थियां बारी बारी चिटकाई, जिनमें चिंगारी जो चढ़े गए पुण्य वेदी पर, लिए बिना गर्दन का मोह। कलम आज उनकी जेबों, कलम आज उनकी जेबों। ये अगस्त का महीना उसी प्रकार देशभक्ति की भावना से सराबोर है जिस प्रकार सावन का महीना बारिश की बूंदों से। नमस्कार, मैं सतीश कुमार, स्नातकोत्तर शिक्षक हिंदी, केंद्रीय विद्यालय क्रमांक 1 अम्बाला छावनी। कलम आज उनकी जेबोल कविता हो या पुष्प की अभिलाषा, आज़ादी की मस्ती में डूबा हुआ सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, ये गीत हो या मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला। ए मेरे वतन के लोगों जैसा सुरीला फिल्मी गीत हो या ए वतन जैसा मनमोहक गीत। जब भी हम इन्हें सुनते हैं एक अजीब सा रोमांच, एक जोशीला एहसास हमारी नस नस में दौड़ने लगता है। यही एहसास उन लोगों के दिलों में भी उमड़ा था जिन्होंने देश को आज़ाद कराने के लिए अपने प्राणों की आहुति दे दी थी। पर आज वो एहसास कहीं दब सा गया है। आज हम अधिकारों और स्वार्थ की राह पर उन बातों को भूल से गए हैं। उसी एहसास को दोबारा दिलों में जगाने के लिए भारत सरकार द्वारा एक कार्यक्रम चलाया गया है, आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव। और आज़ादी की असली कीमत उस फौजी से ज़्यादा कौन जान सकता है जिसने अपनी सारी जिंदगी देश की रक्षा में बिता दी। आज हमारे बीच ऐसे ही एक फौजी अधिकारी उपस्थित हैं जिन्होंने फौज में रहते हुए देश की सेवा की, सरहदों की रक्षा की और नौकरी से जब सेवानिवृत्त हुए तो फिर से जुट गए देश की रक्षा में। लेकिन अब की बार अंदाज कुछ अलग था। रक्षा बंदूक से नहीं, विचारों से करनी थी। रक्षा करनी है हमारी संस्कृति की, हमारी प्राचीन धरोहर की। वो किसी परिचय के मोहताज नहीं है। कर्नल R.D. सिंह, सेवानिवृत्त सेना अधिकारी, जो हरियाणा के फतेहाबाद जिला के एक छोटे से गांव पीली मंडोरी में जन्मे। DAV कॉलेज चंडीगढ़ से स्नातक की डिग्री लेने के बाद 1974 में आर्मी में अधिकारी के तौर पर नियुक्त हुए। अपनी 38 सालों की सेवा में उन्होंने अनेक स्थानों पर देश रक्षा की। इन्हें बहुप्रतिष्ठित डिफेंस सर्विसेज स्टाफ कॉलेज वेलिंगटन में प्रशिक्षक की जिम्मेदारी भी सौंपी गई। अपनी उत्कृष्ट सेवाओं के लिए इन्हें आर्मी चीफ कमांडेशन कार्ड एवं नॉर्दर्न आर्मी कमांडर्स कमांडेशन कार्ड से नवाजा गया। ये 1971 से आज तक 102 बार रक्तदान कर चुके हैं और 2003 में इन्हें भारत के तत्कालीन उपराष्ट्रपति श्री भैरव सिंह शेखावत ने स्टार ब्लड डोनर के सम्मान से नवाजा और 2014 में हरियाणा के राज्यपाल ने भी इन्हें सम्मानित किया। ये 2012 से सेवानिवृत्त हुए तथा तभी से ये समाज कल्याण में जुट गए। आजकल ये इनटेक अम्बाला चैप्टर के संयोजक के रूप में कार्य कर रही हैं। वे राजकीय विद्यालयों में बच्चों को भविष्य के प्रति जागरूक करते हैं। तो चलिए कर्नल साहब से ही जानते हैं कि आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव के अंतर्गत वे हमारी आने वाली नस्ल को, हमारे देश के भविष्य को क्या संदेश देना चाहेंगे।
I am Colonel R.D. Singh from 48 Armored Regiment. I served in the army for 38 years from 1974 to 2012. And after hanging my uniform, presently I am convener of INTEC, Indian National Trust for Art and Culture Heritage of Ambala chapter. I am very happy that I am with you today and sitting in your school. It is thanks to your good principal Dr. Bhushan who invited me and the good teachers Mr. Steech who coordinated the event. For the next 7 to 8 minutes, we'll discuss the freedom, the importance of freedom. The freedom that we attained with great sacrifices in 1947. I'll cover the topic in 4 parts. Firstly, we'll see what is freedom. In part 2, we'll see how with great difficulty we attained the freedom. Part 3, we'll see what are the challenges to freedom today. And part 4, we'll see if these are the challenges, that how can we overcome these challenges and retain our freedom and sovereignty. What is freedom? Freedom is freedom to speak, freedom to express ourselves, freedom to act, freedom to follow any religion or faith, freedom to reside without any unnecessary external restrictions. It's only a free man who can be creative, who can be productive, who can be happy. A slave cannot be happy because he will always be stressed by his master. And that's what exactly happened for 200 years to India during the British rule. The British kept our country and population stressed. They exploited our resources. We were known as Sone ki Chidi at that time, with plenty of resources. But the British looted our resources. They imposed their own culture and tradition on us, trying to ruin our culture. So here came our freedom fighters, our revolutionaries, our patriots. They rose against the British through civil obedience, quit India, protest. The writers, poets also raised their voice. And we made lot of sacrifices. Do you know, young boys of 20-25 years of age, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, they were hanged, they were tortured and hanged brutally. Mahatma Gandhi, who later became our father of nation, he was thrown out of the train compartment in South Africa in 1853 because he was travelling in first class. How can Indians travel in first class? They did atrocities on our women, but our women freedom fighters didn't get scared, they didn't fall back. And it is because of these great men, these patriots, freedom fighters, that we won our independence in 1947. Why did they sacrifice so much? Nothing, not for their own gain. They did not look for their any profit. All these people, millions of people sacrificed so that India can be free. The coming generations can lead a free life like we are doing today. So, over the last 75 years, we have progressed a lot. India has progressed a lot. And we have maintained our freedom and sovereignty. But we cannot take our freedom for granted. We have to always safeguard it. Now, what are the challenges to freedom today, dear children? The first challenge, there are two types of challenges. External challenge and internal challenge. The external challenge is from our neighbors, China, Pakistan, other countries. Their aim is that India should get weak. Economically, politically, socially and otherwise. And once we get weak, their aim will be to suppress us, to encroach our territory, to come within. So that is the first challenge, external challenge. Second challenge is, internal challenge. Internal challenge is when we people, 135 strong people, Indians, do not live in harmony. We start fighting within ourselves in the name of caste, color, religion, region. On various pretexts, if we start fighting among ourselves and we create an atmosphere of hatred and fear, then the strong becomes weak from internally. So, we cannot afford to be a weak nation internally or externally. So, how do we overcome these challenges so that our freedom is never threatened? As far as external threat is concerned, Indian armed forces, our army, navy and force are very well trained, operationally ready, and our Indian soldier is the best soldier in the world. They have proved it to the UN forces, and today our men, be it Kargil Heights or be it Siachen, where they live in minus 40-50 degrees centigrade, they are the bravest of the brave, and externally they will not allow the enemy to touch our territory or our sovereignty or our freedom. And we as Indians, we must respect our soldiers from the heart, not only lip service. We must respect our soldiers from the heart. We must respect our veterans who gave the best of their life for the country. Now coming to internal freedom. How do we ensure internal freedom? Internal freedom can be ensured if we all people live in harmony. Let's celebrate our diversity. Unity in diversity has been always India's strength. We have different languages, different religions, different regions, different faiths, but we have always lived in harmony. We have always lived as one, as brothers and sisters. So let's restore that harmony and live as one united, strong nation. Then nobody can touch us internally as well. Now, along with this internal freedom, dear children, there is one more freedom that we have. We have to be free from within. Today, a large number of us have become slaves from within. How slaves from within? We have within us hatred, revenge, greed, pride, anger. We are full of it. So these are the enemies within, and if we are slaves from within, how can we enjoy the fruits of freedom outside? We cannot. We have to be first as good human beings, then only we can be good citizens and our freedom can be totally strong. So let's be free from within. Let's overcome these negativities and be a good positive human being. As far as you children are concerned, you are all pure souls. You are very good children, all of you. So what I'll request you is, when you get up in the morning, wish your parents, touch their feet, have a bath, put on clean clothes when you are going to school after lockdown or when you are going out for anything. Then be a good scout. If you find a polythene or something lying on the road, paper, please don't feel shy, just pick it up and put it in the garbage bin. You find an old man who needs little help, help him. You find a blind man, help him to cross the road. Be a good scout. If you are a good scout today, you will be a good human being. And it is you children, you people, after 5-10 years, you will be leading this nation. The strength of this nation lies in you children. You are the future leaders. So on 15th August, when we celebrate our 75th Independence Day, salute the tricolor, salute our national flag, and all of you say with pride, Jai Hind. Not only that day, now all of you listening to me, wherever you are, say with me with pride, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Thank you children, and all the best to you and to your good school. Thank you.